Ladies and gentlemen, please calm down. Please listen to me. I want to tell you what's going on with the ship.
Although there is considerable uncertainty around this question, various approaches, including our own, suggest that there is some risk that the housing market is overvalued, and our estimates fall in the 10 to 30% range.
What impact do you think your comments will have in the real estate market as we look ahead to the spring?
Bring out Jadine! Bring out Jadine!
Thank you. We've been thrown off course just a tad.
Exactly, what's a tad?
What exactly is a
In
tad?
space terms, that's about 500,000 miles.
Oh, that's interesting.
The bumps you feel are asteroids smashing into the
But if it did occur, the effect on the economy would be severe. This risk would be greater if house prices were judged to be overvalued relative to fundamentals.
Also, we're flying without a navigational system and can't seem to change course.
Miss, are you telling us absolutely everything?
Not exactly. We're also out of coffee.
Now, bank economists have done some new research on this risk, highlighted in a box in this FSR and in a research paper released today on our website.
Listen to me. Your crew is in complete control of the situation. Trust me, there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without
Welcome to Real
logic.
Wealth with Bruce Joseph. I guess employment's been the big thing in the news last week. StatsCan reissuing their numbers on the unemployment rate. Here's the deal. Canada has a classic Dutch disease.
It lives to kill. A mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him
But if it did
jaws.
occur, the effect on the economy would be severe. This risk would be greater if house prices were judged to be overvalued relative to fundamentals. Now, bank economists have done some new research on this risk, highlighted in a box in this FSR and in a research paper released today on our website.
First off, I am 35 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
This is Universal's extraordinary motion picture version of Peter Benchley's best-selling novel, Jaws.
I just found out that a girl got killed here last week. And you knew it. You knew there was a shark out there. You knew it was dangerous. But you let people go swimming anyway.
It's all psychological.
Well, first, what we've done is we've published a paper today which adds to this, to our insight into this situation. It's not the definitive point to put a pin in a number, and so I would frankly resist this citing of the 30% or 20% or any.
You yell barracuda. Everybody says, huh? What? You yell shark. We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
This shark, swallow you whole.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
That's a 20-footer.
25. 3 tons on him.
Hurry up, he's coming straight for us. Don't screw it up now. Don't wait for me. Now! Shoot! What's he tell you? Give him room! I can't, he's trying to run! Oh!
There are a number of different methodologies that economists can use to assess this.
Come quick! I can't hold it! Hurry! Take it up! Brody!
Kind of range in that sort of 10 to 30% range. And so it's, in a way, reassuring that we take this model, which is not just about Canada, but actually analyzes over 40 housing cycles, housing correction cycles around the world. So it gets a lot more information into that question. Housing markets, of course, differ from place to place, but the fundamentals and how they drive are not that different.
None of man's fantasies of evil can compare with the reality of Jaws. Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss, Jaws. See it before you go swimming.
Ireland's boom made it the envy of the world. Its educated young people and low corporate tax rates made it a magnet for foreign companies. By 2006, it was property that sent the boom into the stratosphere.
It was an age in which entire nations succumbed to irrational exuberance. Hairdressers became celebrity hairdressers, builders drove Bentleys.
The story of how Ireland's boom turned from something that was based on solid foundations into madness isn't really that complicated. When the boom started to slow down, the government looked around for a new golden goose, and it turned to the property industry. That would prove a fateful dependency.
Slow down! I'm not drunk! Slow down! No, wait! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm definitely coming! Whoa! Hold up! What? I can swim! Just can't walk or dress myself.
Dutch disease. 1977, The Economist coins the term as the Netherlands finds oil. And they find so much that it pushes their currency high enough that their manufacturing sector stops being competitive. Now, from an economical, I suppose, critique, companies and countries should specialize in that which they have a comparative advantage to the rest of the world. In Canada, we've had oil in the West, and since about the 2000s, we've seen a major decline in manufacturing.
People from the future won't exist to take our job. Damn it, they took our job.
A video has emerged of a bizarre incident at a Saskatoon Tim Hortons. During an argument, a snake was thrown behind the counter. But it's what happened next that is really surprising everyone.
We were all shocked to see him lying on the ground, and we were just frozen waiting to see if he was all right. And then suddenly he woke up, and then he got to work. Look at him! He's taking orders!
He's amazing. He can slither through the donuts, and he can, like, carry 10 donuts at once. He's not so good with the Timbits, though. Oopsie-daisy.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
They got it.
Angie took my job! He took his job! He took it, girl! Damn it, they took my job! What?
Solid 14 years of consistent decline in manufacturing in Ontario, and anybody in this province knows exactly what I'm talking about.
From Hollywood, almost live, it's The Gong Show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's your host and the star of our show, the inconspicuous Mr. Chuck Berry.